Hello and welcome guys, this is a tutorial on an inventory system. So I'll just go ahead and show you what I've created so far. I created an item resource class and it inherits from the resource class, and then I set up a ID, label, a description and a value. So then I created a stack class which will allow us to stack items in the inventory. So I added the item resource and I added an amount. That's about it in this class, and then I created a database which will store all of the items in the entire game. So then, as you can see over here, it's called item database, and then it's got an array that we can hold an array of item resources, and then I set up the dictionary over here in the database. We set up the dictionary to store each item using the item ID as the key in the dictionary, and then I added a quick get item function to look up any item that we need using the ID. And then in the inventory class I set up the I add the database over here. Obviously this isn't the best way of doing it. It's better to do it using a auto load class, which we can set up later on, but for testing purposes I just added it over here like this using an export. And then what we do is I have two functions here for adding items and another function for removing items. So then I tested it out over here in the ready class. Just called it in the ready just to test, and then I created also a node over here, and in the node it's an inventory node, and I added the database that we created over here. The database, we created two items, apple and cheese, as example items, and then we added it over here. So there we can set up the description and all of those good things, and then we add this database item into the inventory, and then we can test it out. If we run this, the debug, it will show 10 apples added, 5 cheese added, and 5 apples removed. So these functions are called over here as a test, and then it prints out over here in the functions item added or item removed. So you can go ahead and copy this code if you want to create your own inventory system. In the next video I'll create a UI user interface for this inventory. So just a simple inventory, basic inventory, but it's a nice inventory. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe and all of those good things, and I'll see you in the next video.